So I know I've shown you guys how to change the spring on these TG or Tian Gong ARP9s that EMERBU sells and others sell as well. It's really easy. You don't even actually have to have it opened up. You can change it right through the buffer tube hole, which makes it really nice. So you don't even have to open the shell. Now this shell I had to open up. I got a damaged one that I had to replace. I had an extra gearbox, so I put the gearbox in. So that's why I had it opened up. And also the other thing I did is I put a hop-up on there. A lot of people have asked about hop-ups lately. So this hop-up is basically a glue-on, similar to this. Like you'll see these ones. These come with some blasters. This one just has the single tongue on top and it's plastic. This one's a little nicer one that's metal that has two tongues, but it fixes the same way. I had to replace the barrel on here, and this was almost identical size, but it stuck out just enough, like perfect, for this hop-up to fit on there, because you do kind of want the hop-up to go directly onto the metal barrel so there's no gap. That's the downside to using 14 millimeter counterclockwise hop-ups if the barrel doesn't protrude out, because then there's that little gap between the gel ball coming out of the barrel into the hop-up. So this one I put on is a little nicer one than that plastic one I showed you, because you can see it does have the two tongues and the two adjustments. Okay, so that's on there, and those just glue on. That's really the only way I know how to put those on. And this still works where you can go ahead and we can put, you know, a fake suppressor over the top of it. All right, so there are ways to do that. So that's what I have there. But for the spring change, I've got an M95. This is the brand that EMERBU sells. You might find it elsewhere too. It's a pretty popular brand. SHS for springs when it comes to gel blasters, when it comes to airsoft, that kind of stuff. So this is what an M95 looks like. And we'll pull the stock spring out of here. And you just turn that, right? So this was one where I put a big spacer on it, which we're not going to use. These, you know, printing spacers like this does seem to help, but it also can cause problems. So if I have the springs, I won't, but this will give you an idea of the difference in spring size anyway. Okay, now with this spacer, it probably tried to simulate that, but it never seems to do the same thing as the actual spring. All right, so here's your M95. We're going to go ahead and put that in there. And again, these are super easy to just push in without even having to open the shell, which I think is a big selling point for someone who wants to upgrade the spring but doesn't want to have to do too much. Now this blaster is not super complicated to open. There's much more difficult ones. I mean, as you can see, because it's the sandwich style shell, it's pretty easy. But so we put the M95 in there, and again, this was the kind that EMERBU sells. So if you order from EMERBU.com, this is what you'll get: the SHS. We got the TG ARP9 from them. We got the little hop-up on there. So just a quick video, again, revisiting. I've shown it to you before. When it comes to EMERBU blasters too, in the future, you know, from I guess probably September forward, they're going to go back to just putting a 7.4 volt battery with their blasters instead of 11.1. There's just been too many issues with those 11.1 batteries. So you can always, of course, use one. They can definitely handle it, but they're going to come to you with a 7.4 just because there have been some manufacturing issues with those batteries. So just letting you guys know that too. So check out EMERBU Toys, EMERBUtoys.com. Check them out on Amazon. If Amazon will ship them to your state, Amazon's getting really weird about that. And of course, all the parts are on EMERBUtoys.com. Some are on Amazon from them, but most of them are on EMERBU Toys. Comments, questions, post them below. Like, subscribe, share my channel with your friends, participate in those monthly giveaways. And when I do a demo video, I'll make sure to talk to you guys that let you know it's the same one where I put the M95 in and we have the hop-up on it. Okay? Thanks for your support.